Good evening, and thank you for joining us for the 8th annual and our first ever virtual Directing Change Program and Film Contest statewide award ceremony. My name is Stan Collins, and I am one of the co-founders of Directing Change, along with Janusz Spatowski, and I'm honored to be your MC this evening. Thank you so very much for joining us tonight during Mental Health Month as we recognize amazing filmmakers and their inspiring films. Tonight marks the 8th anniversary of the Directing Change program. Now, we'll be screening only a small selection of the films this evening, but this event is to honor all the more than 3,475 youth who participated and stood to direct change. Please visit the award ceremony page at directingchangeca.org and click on the vote link to view additional films and vote for your favorite as the people's choice. Now, as we move through the evening, you will see films and hear remarks from our filmmakers, and please engage with us by commenting in the Facebook feed. Now, Directing Change is part of Each Mind Matters, California's mental health movement. Each Mind Matters is part of statewide efforts to prevent suicide, reduce stigma and discrimination related to mental illness, and to promote the mental health and wellness of students. These initiatives are funded by counties through the Mental Health Services Act and administered by the California Mental Health Services Authority. Each Mind Matters goal is to amplify the voices around the state speaking up about mental health, and we symbolize our solidarity by the simple act of displaying the lime green ribbon. This year, our signature event sponsor is Blue Shield of California. The Blue Shield of California Blue Sky Initiative supports mental health for middle and high school students in California by providing additional clinicians in schools, training teachers on the signs of mental health issues, and empowering students with in-person and online mental health support resources. Thank you, Blue Shield, for sponsoring this event tonight. And a big thank you to the staff from the Fresno County Behavioral Health Department for the technical support for this event. I want to send a special thank you to our hundreds of dedicated judges that show up year after year. For those of our judges watching tonight, please know that this program would not be possible without you, and your time and support mean the world to us. Now, finally, our biggest thank you goes out to the educators who supported the youth in the creation of their films. Educators are the chosen people. You are the keepers of our future, and your support helps us to shape a better tomorrow where any stigma of mental health is overcome. Now, as we celebrate the inspiring work of our filmmakers, we want to acknowledge that the topics of mental health and suicide prevention are near to many of our hearts. If emotions rise to the surface for you this evening, please know that there are resources to support you, including the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 800-273-8255 and the crisis text line by texting HOME to 741-741. Now, tonight will be about celebration, but we must also acknowledge the collective struggle that we are all facing. In many ways, all of our mental health is being tested as no one is immune to the burden of our shared circumstances. It's more important than ever to be there for one another, to be kind and forgiving to ourselves. And our wish is that tonight will provide a reprieve from the daily stressors and offer some hope and inspiration to take with you. But let the show begin. We will start by featuring films in the SanaMente and Through the Lens of Culture categories. The SanaMente category invites our filmmakers to explore the cultural factors of mental health in the Latino community. All of our winning films in the SanaMente category are shown on the screen, and we will start by recognizing the first place winning film. And first place in the statewide SanaMente category goes to Del Barrio from the School of Arts and Enterprises in Tri-City, from filmmakers Jesse Marquez Jr., Dario Alatorre, Julian Valdez, and Kenny Marquez. Enjoy the film.
Desde morro anduve solo por las calles de Pomona. En mi casa nunca hubo una sombra buena. Nunca hablamos de nuestros sentimientos, metas, ni cómo nos fue tal día. Nunca hubo una barrera para detenerme, ni un buen consejo de mi padre. Hasta que encontré a sanamente.org y descubrí el buen camino.
Jesse, amazing film. And everyone out there, I'd like to introduce you to Jesse Marquez Jr. From the film Del Barrio. Jesse, I'm going to go ahead and turn the stage over to you.
Once again, thank you so much, Stan. Hey, everyone. I hope you are having a good time. It's absolutely an honor for me to be here tonight and having my work be one of the many awesome pieces shown and recognized. So, this film focuses and speaks about family. And while conceiving this project, my main goal was to give a voice to the speechless and unheard within the Latino community and those who lack the presence and support from their families. And I wanted to give them I want to give them an inspiration to speak up and talk about their problems. I'm for most thankful for the Directing Change program and giving me this amazing opportunity. My filmmaking instructor, Ryan Metzler, my casting crew, and for most my family. Thank you so much. Viva México y saludo a toda mi familia de México.
Jesse, thank you. Great job, man. That was wonderful. And again, thank you and congratulations on an amazing film.
Much.
I know we're going to be seeing you a lot in the future. So thanks for being here tonight.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Jesse, thanks again. And now I'd like to turn our attention to the Through the Lens of Culture category. Now, these films explore the topics of mental health and suicide prevention through the lens of culture. Now, films are encouraged in languages other than English, but more importantly, we ask that they shed light on how the impacts of culture in the way that we frame these topics and how culture can unite and strengthen us. Now, all of our winning films in the Through the Lens of Culture category are shown on the screen, and we will start by recognizing the first place winning film in the Mental Health Through the Lens of Culture category. And first place in that category goes to You Are You from Franklin High School in Sacramento County by filmmakers Benjamin Wong, Raymond Wang, Emily Cho, and Michelle Escudero. And please enjoy the film.
한국무에서는 북그룹소 우들 종을 쏟깁니다.
我不习惯跟我的家人谈我的 bipolar disorder.
Sa aming mga Filipino, walang mental health challenges. Hindi totoo yan.
내 우울증,
我的 bipolar disorder,
Ang anxiety,
나 정상 건강 아니야.
我的 mental health 没有
hindi
challenge.
ako kalusugan sa kaisipan.
아니야. 나는 나니까.
不要怕找别人帮忙.
Dahil lahat ito ay mabuti.
There's nothing wrong with seeking help. 不要等.
Let people facing mental challenges know you are there to support them and that they are never alone. For more information, go to www.eachmindmatters.org. For help, call 1-800-273-TALK.
Unfortunately, the members of URU were not able to join us tonight, but we want to send our congratulations to them on an amazing film. Now, switching our attention over to the suicide prevention side of the Through the Lens of Culture category. First place goes to Our Story from Summit High School in San Bernardino County by filmmaker Nicole Quinones Frias, and please enjoy the film.
Lo he pensado muchas veces. Imaginé lo que sería hacerlo, para terminar mi historia tan de repente. Entiendo lo que se siente tener esos pensamientos intrusivos que se aferran a ti como una enfermedad, dejar que te consume para perder interés en cosas que una vez te trajeron alegría, porque hay este estigma contra la depresión, especialmente en los hogares latinos, donde es tabú para hablar de ello porque serás visto como desagradecido. Entiendo el resentimiento, la ira, la frustración que tienes contra él, lo que se siente al no ser escuchado como si estuvieras solo en un campo. Mi razonamiento detrás de reprimir mis emociones y mentir a mí mismo era porque no quería decepcionar, no quería avergonzar el sueño americano de mis padres, nuestros padres antepasados que emigraron miles de millas y sacrificaron todo lo que tenía para continuar sus historias. Sabía lo que era querer cerrar sus libros y terminar la historia tan abruptamente, pero sabía en el fondo que no podía terminarla. Sabía que mi historia no podía terminar aquí, y la tuya no debería terminar también.
And congratulations, Nicole, on an amazing film. I'm going to go ahead and give you the stage and the microphone, so go ahead. It's all yours.
Thank you. Once and foremost, I would like to thank the Directing Change organization and its panel of judges for choosing my film, and to my advisor, Artie Casas, for supporting me. I believe it is incredibly important for these types of stories to be told, especially since there are probably millions of people out there, especially teenagers, who can relate to what was shown. I chose Through the Lens of Culture suicide prevention as my category because, to be quite honest, depression and suicidal thoughts are a horrible thing. There really isn't one which way to describe it them, other than no one deserves to go through such periods in their lives, and especially feel as if they did something wrong. As it was said in my film, there's a stigma in these households where Latino teenagers probably have experienced or heard their parents say something in regards to suicide or depression, and in result, they refrain from telling their parents or anyone about how they truly feel. I wanted to convey an inspirational message where they would understand that they should not be discouraged from reaching out for help, because these teenagers need to know that they are not alone. So thank you again for choosing my film.
Nicole, that was beautiful. If not more inspiring than your film already. You're an inspiration. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'm excited to see what you when you conquer the world. So thank you for joining us tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. All right. So every once in a while, a show comes along that speaks to your soul. We want to congratulate everyone from All American for providing the stage for an authentic dialogue about mental illness, addiction, suicide prevention, and recovery that shape conversations in our communities. In the show All American, these themes are not simply just dropped in, but they build over time and they interact with each other, much as they do in our real lives. One of my favorite quotes touches upon the damaging assumptions that we can make about one another. Layla says, "You can come from anywhere and have a sad story." See, it's pain that's universal. What's most powerful about the show is that it doesn't just shine a light on these issues, but that it offers us a solution, and that is hope and love. With that, it is my great pleasure to present the 2020 Award for Outstanding Messaging around Mental Health to executive producer, showrunner of the acclaimed drama series All American, Nkechi Okoro-Cairo. In addition to her filmmaking credits on the show, All American, Rosewood, The Resident, her life credits include a remarkable career earning a master's in international economics, working for the Federal Reserve, all while still writing and producing plays in New York. Thank you to All American for sharing these stories, because the world needs them now more than ever. Now joining Nkechi tonight will be Karima Westbrook, Breezy, and Daniel Ezra. Well, mom always comes first, or more accurately, Spencer's mom, Grace Jones, played by Karima Westbrook. Miss Westbrook, you exude grace and power in every single word and action you have in the show. With her tonight is Breezy, who plays Coop, in one of your most powerful scenes, trying to reconcile your mother's prejudice about being gay. Your song, You Don't Ask, is played to break down the walls between them. It's a reminder that art empowers us and helps us express ourselves in ways that lift us up. And finally, I'd also like to welcome Daniel Ezra, who plays Spencer James. In the scene where Layla comes to the truth that she needs help, you show us that to be there, to truly be there for someone who's having thoughts of suicide. It's not about having the right words. It's about showing up, and it's about listening. So welcome, Nkechi Okoro-Cairo and the rest of your team, and thank you for joining us tonight. And with that, I'll turn it over to you, Nkechi.
Thank you so much. This is such an incredible honor to receive this award. You know, doing this storyline was so important for all of us across the show. As many fans of the show have probably heard us refer to each other, we talk about our show as a family, because that really is what it is. And, you know, families go through tough times, and it's about how we get through it together. And so it was really important to us to do these storylines around mental health, storylines around addiction, storylines around embracing who you are and getting family members and loved ones around you to really understand that. And we do it because that's the reality of what our youth are going through in the world. And if we can do our part to sort of shed a little bit of light on that and help make even one person's life a little easier, then it's all worth it. So we're so incredibly grateful to you guys for honoring us, especially for this subject matter. It means the world to us. And to the filmmakers here tonight, the other award winners, the nominees, we are so impressed by you guys. That's insane. I was not doing what you guys are doing at your age. It's unbelievable. And I look forward to hopefully working with you guys in the future. As you can see, I'm not alone. I have my amazing, unbelievable cast with me, who honestly, the show would not be what it is without them. These storylines would not be as impactful as they are without them. So I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to turn it over to my brilliant cast to share a few words. And Karima, from a mom to mom, I will hand it over to you.
Hey, oh my God, you guys, as NK was saying, I am completely moved by this program and also by the filmmakers with having the desire to create this type of content because it does create change. I think that the medium that we work in with television and film, you have an opportunity to reach a wide range of people and through your words, through your storytelling, and it's so impactful. So congratulations on creating the projects. Congratulations on completing them and just having the desire to do it. And I wish you guys all the best. And hopefully maybe we can work together at some point. But I'm just so moved by it because the subject matters that you're touching are very, very important. And I'm very happy to be on All American because of these storylines. And I think I'll hit like a 1 minute. So I don't know how long I'm talking because there's not a timer on here, but I just wanted to say thank you guys for inviting me. I hope you guys, I'm thankful that you guys, the show resonates with you. And as one of the winners, Jesse, was stating about family, I'm thankful for my character Grace because I really do feel like she supports everyone, and I think that that's very helpful for anyone who's kind of going through anything mentally. That support is very important. So I think that my character does play that role in different characters' lives to support them through whatever they're experiencing. I don't know if I've talked too much, but I'm going to give it over to my cast member, Breezy, who's fantastic.
I think you did amazing, Karima. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you guys all. I think that All American is known for a number of reasons, and the conversation is always different. But this is my first time actually, I think we've been recognized, with an award for, the stories that we tell. And I think that mental health and all the things that our youth deal with is our most important job. Like that's our most important task, is to deliver these stories, deliver the tribulation of that, and deliver the outcome, potentially whatever that may be. So for y'all recognizing us for that, it means a lot to me, especially with my character and all of the characters, because this thing, it's not going to change unless we continue to push it out there, continue to tell the stories from every walk of life. And to the young filmmakers, y'all are legendary. I am so pissed I wasn't doing that when I was at that age. But congratulations to you guys. I wish you guys all the best. And thank you again for recognizing our show. I'm going to pass it to Daniel Ezra. I'm sorry.
Spence! Yo, this is really, really beautiful. Being able to explore mental health is probably the thing I'm most proud of on the show. Whether it's the weight of Layla needing to be perfect, or Coop being forced to hide who she really is, or the fact that Spencer's only 17 and he's already feeling the responsibilities of a parent, because of his circumstances. This and, everything else we explore is what makes All American. So to be honored for that is everything. I know for a fact we have no plans of taking our foot off the gas, especially when it comes to mental health, because it's infinite and it's complicated and it affects everybody, young people especially, now more than ever especially. So I can't wait to show you what we've got cooking up. But until then, please take care of each other. Reach out to that strong friend and be like, are you okay? And yeah, don't take no for an answer, man. We gotta, this is now more than ever, we gotta really be there for each other. And to all those young filmmakers, blown away, man. I wish I was doing that at your age. So congrats. Thank you.
Well, thank you to the cast and crew of All American, Nkechi, Karima, Breezy, Daniel. As we spoke about before the show, you've really touched our hearts. And your stories inspire us, they teach us, and they remind us that love is not just the answer, it is the only answer to so many problems that we as a community and a society face together. So again, thank you for your amazing show. Thank you for your presence here tonight. It's an honor to meet you, and thank you so much for being here.
Anytime.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. With that, we are going to continue on in recognizing some of our student filmmakers by awarding films in the Mental Health Matters category. In this category, we ask our filmmakers to explore the issues surrounding mental health, encouraging our filmmakers to share a message that inspires viewers to take action by talking openly, by standing up for others, by showing support or reaching out for help, knowing that many people wait an average of 11 years before seeking help for their mental health symptoms, and this absolutely has to change. On the screen, you see all of the statewide finalists for Directing Change in the Mental Health Matters category. And third place goes to Hashiru from Warren High School in Los Angeles, from filmmakers Ruben Mendoza, Andrew Stratton, and Daniel Sanchez. Enjoy the film.
Running used to be my outlet. After a long, stressful day with school and in life, it felt like something I can come back to. Until it felt different. I didn't do it anymore. I felt lost. Alone. Like nobody understood me. I realized what was going on and talked to someone, and they recommended I seek help. Depression and mental health are issues that should not be ignored. If you need help, seek it.
All right, and I would like to congratulate and introduce one of the filmmakers from Hashiru, Ruben Mendoza. You go ahead, take it over.
All right, thank you, man, Stan. First of all, I just want to thank Directing Change as a whole for selecting our film and just making it this far. It's just an honor, especially to speak on something like mental health is an amazing opportunity in itself. And I just also, on that note, I just want to thank my movie group, Andrew Stratton, Daniel Sanchez, my other two partners. They were amazing. They are also integral to the film itself. Andrew especially, just the time and effort that he put into the film, making it what it is. And another thank you to our advisor, our teacher, Mr. Nelson, our film teacher. He was the one who introduced us to Directing Change. And if it wasn't for him, I mean, we wouldn't even have had the opportunity to make this film. So I thank him for giving us this opportunity. And what I want to say to everybody is, regardless of what you're doing, don't ever put your mental health second to anything. Make sure your mental health is first, because I remember from personal experience, I mean, I did it and it just catches up to you eventually. That's not something you can run away from. So just be safe, be happy, and make sure to put your mental health first.
Ruben, that was beautiful. I know when we spoke prior to the award ceremony, that was your theme, and you're absolutely right, man. If you don't address it, it's going to catch up with you. Thank you to for an amazing film. Thank you for your beautiful comments, and congratulations. And for those of you out there who are not familiar with Directing Change, the way this process is working is that for the mental health and the suicide prevention category, these filmmakers are just finding out tonight what place they got. So congratulations to you, Ruben, again. Fantastic job. So thank you for being here tonight. Wonderful work, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, perfect. All right, with that, we are going to move on into second place. And so second place in the Mental Health Matters category goes to the film Baggage from Canyon High School in Orange County by filmmakers Rachel Pollack, Mary Lee, Stella Spindler, Kander Lati, Kara Fang, and Madeline Bills. Enjoy the film.
Dear others like me, I was once like you. I couldn't focus in class, I started to avoid my friends, and I spent time in my room instead of with my family. I was being weighed down by all this baggage I felt I had to carry alone. It was at this point that people noticed I needed help. And when they offered me a hand, I took it. I think it was one of the scariest things I've ever done, but it taught me that I don't have to do this alone. Every time I accepted a helping hand, it was as if a weight had been lifted off of my shoulders. And because I got help, I was able to help someone else just like me. So if you're dealing with the baggage of a mental health challenge, please talk to a person you trust or go to eachmindmatters.org for more information.
All right, and with that, congratulations, Rachel. Thank you for your amazing film. Congratulations on your second place finish. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn the mic over to you.
Thank you so much. When my film teacher brought up this project, I was actually really excited to do it because I don't think people really consider the mental health of teenagers these days. And we put so much stress on ourselves to plan for the future and do better that we just don't consider our mental health a priority. And we have to make it a priority, because if we help ourselves and we make it a priority for ourselves, we can help others to do the same. And that's the kind of good we need in the world right now. I would like to thank everyone involved in the making of Baggage, Stella Spindler, Mary Lee, Xander Lottie, Kira Fang, Madeline Bills, and Mr. Graham and Miss Amaya. And I would like to thank Directing Change, because you guys have such a great organization and the message you guys are devoted to spreading is so amazing. So thank you.
Rachel, thank you. And you're right, your teacher, Alex Graham, is one of the most amazing educators I've ever met in my life. You're very blessed to have him as a teacher and an educator. I also want to give a shout out to your parents who have great taste in music. I see from the posters behind you. Wonderful job, wonderful film, beautiful comments. And again, we can't wait to see what you're going to do in this world and how you're going to change it. So thank you for being here tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right. And with that, we're going to move on, and we are going to announce the first place in the Mental Health Matters category, which goes to Conflicting Currents from Upland High School in San Bernardino County. Filmmakers Jeremiah Andrade, Josh McConnell, Gavin De La Cruz, and Luciano Aldana. Enjoy the film. All right, Jeremiah, we're going to go ahead and...
Depression is one of the most difficult things for someone to overcome. It's been affecting my relationship with my parents and my regard for self-care. I've refused to accept help, assuming that I can handle it all by myself. I've felt trapped, unable to live at the pace of everyone else. And I was convinced that I was completely alone in this struggle. But then I saw someone else in my shoes and decided to help them, which in turn helped me. Each Mind Matters encourages you to let people know that their mind matters as much as everyone else's. Visit eachmindmatters.org to find out more about getting involved in the fight for thriving mental health.
And with that, I want to say a big congratulations on our first place finish. We have Jeremiah here. Jeremiah, congratulations. And I'm going to go ahead and turn the stage over to you, my friend.
All right. Thank you so much for giving me this award. Wow. Thank you to, like Directing Change for giving me this opportunity to, get me to where I am. It's crazy. I'm going to give most of my thanks to, like my parents for being it and everything, and all my friends helping out, Gavin and Lucy. Josh is a man. He's he's gonna win some Oscars, and so sorry, I'm very nervous. So Mr. Mira, James Mira, my instructor, he taught me everything. He's the first one to take me seriously about, my career I want and everything. Like he's the first one to, actually guide me properly, which he's great. And, let me see.
Well, what were you told me a very powerful message about what you wanted to get across in your film. So what message were you trying to say?
Yeah. My point of the message being, everything, just handled by yourself. Hold on real quick. Because, sorry.
That's all right, man. Hey, take a breath. It's all right. You're excited. You got first place. Take a breath. Focus. I got your back. I'm right here.
Yeah. So, I mean, really, it's pretty blatant. The whole thing was just to, that some people kind of doubt their own emotions about like their own, like mental illnesses until they see someone else in their shoes. And that kind of like And I chose this topic because of, it's something that, I would like struggle with myself. And it was between this or suicide prevention. It's kind of like a leading factor in the need for suicide prevention. So I chose this topic for that reason. And yeah, and just like it was a lot of footage we got, but yeah, and
what really came across to me in your film, and as we're speaking, prepping for the event, was that you talked to me about how when we go through struggles alone, how much heavier that burden is, and how we can carry it and share that weight among.
I was gonna say that you're not alone with with the strength of other people, that you can prosper that way. And
that's the only way that we do prosper is together.
And how much time do I have left?
You're good, man. Don't worry. Don't stress yourself out.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Your film speaks for itself. You did a fantastic job. Thank you for the wonderful remarks. And it's a strong reminder to anybody that if you're struggling, please speak up, if for no other reason, so that other people feel that they are safe to have these kind of conversations. So Jeremiah, you're a rock star. I'll contact you later so we can geek out about video games. For now, congratulations. You're the man, and I'm just super proud of you, man. So wonderful job. Congratulations on an amazing film.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
Take care, Jeremiah. Good job. All right, I am so excited to share with you our next round of films. The Walk in Our Shoes category is open to middle school students and invites them to share stories showing what it's like to walk in the shoes of someone experiencing a mental health challenge. This category asks those middle school students to create 60-second films about what happens when we lose our purpose, the hero in each of us, how words matter, and mental health. With that, I would like to congratulate the first place winner in the Words Matter category, Invisible, from Hawkingstein Charter School 2 in San Diego, from filmmakers Alexandra Orozovich, Clarissa Martinez, Jael Perez, Victor Von Eif, Damian Cruz, and Yuretsi Alvarez. Enjoy the film.
I feel alone. They don't care about me.
Should I do this? This feels wrong.
I feel like they walk right through me. Am I invisible?
You're not alone. I'm here for you. My words have power, and I use them for good. Build someone up instead of tearing them down.
Call this number if you're experiencing thoughts of suicide. 800-273-8255. Or tell a trusted adult,
to
for example,
Alexandra,
parent,
who's joining
teacher,
us now.
or friend.
Alexandra, congratulations on your first place statewide victory. I'm going to go ahead and turn the stage over to you.
Okay. Firstly, I just want to say thank you. I'm very honored, and it was very fun making this. On behalf of my teammates and my school, I would like to thank the Directing Change program for awarding us first place in the Walk in Our Shoes category for Southern California 5th Region. It is my hope that our film prevents suicide and increase mental health awareness. Firstly, I would like to thank Mr. Descharme and Ms. Moreno for the support and guidance in the creation of this film. I would also like to share the credit with my teammates, Clarissa Cáceres, Victor Von Eif, Jael Perez, Damian Cruz, and Yuretsi Alvarez, for the incredible ideas given throughout the process. The film was important to us because we wanted to share how people could feel sad, excluded, or unimportant to others. The message we want to get across is how one person can make a difference in the life of others by simply building them up with positive and kind words instead of joining with the others who speak negatively. The part we most enjoyed about the process was the behind the scenes and of shooting and our inability to keep a straight face, as well as the bloopers. It is an honor for us to be receiving this award. Gracias.
All right, Alexander, that was beautiful. Thank you so much. You did amazing. Congratulations to your teammates as well. And you're going to do amazing things, young lady. I'm really impressed and very proud of you. Thank you so much. Congratulations. All right, and moving on to our next film. First place winner in the What is Mental Health category in Walking Our Shoes goes to Make Your Mark from David A. Brown Middle School in Riverside County by filmmakers Natasha Powers, Jasmine Carrillo, Jocelyn Pacheco, Tiffany Bravo, Cassandra Escara, and Krista Kerr. Unfortunately, our filmmakers were not able to join us this evening, so after their film, you will see a pre-recorded message from the filmmakers. Enjoy the show.
People believe I have everything going for me, but they don't see my truth. It's so easy to deceive people with a simple smile or a laugh. Sometimes I think about getting help, but hiding it is easier. I don't want anyone to know that I hate who I see when I look in the mirror. Each mark I've made represents a part of me that I didn't want, but someone helped me realize I can make my mark another way. I can surround myself with encouraging friends that like me for who I am, not for who they want me to be. I will spend less time isolating myself and seek out new opportunities and true friends that listen and care about me. If I can open up my eyes and my heart to begin a conversation towards change, anyone can. That makes it easier for others to talk about what they are feeling and get support too. I've made my mark. How are you gonna make yours?
Hello, and thank you so much. My name's Natasha, and I'm an 8th grade leadership student at David A. Brown Middle School in the Lake Elsinore Unified School District. As team lead for Make Your Mark, I gratefully accept this award on behalf of Jasmine and the other leadership students on our team. This project was a combined team effort that taught us how important it is to address mental health, regardless of your age. Middle school can be hard. Caring enough to watch out for your friends and help them is important. Opening up about your own story can begin conversations towards change for others that may be struggling with the same issue. We all worked so hard on this film. We are grateful that Directing Change provided us this opportunity as young filmmakers, and we hope that encourages others to make their own mark in this world. Big shout out to our teacher, Ms. Batati, one of our biggest supporters, our principal, Mr. Casera, and our school counselors who helped us through this journey, Ms. Wiener and Ms. Lopez. Mental health matters. Thank you again for seeing our hearts, listening to our story, and caring enough to encourage others to make their own mark on this world.
All right, and another big congratulations to the filmmaker and the amazing team behind Make Your Mark. The final recognition in the Walk in Our Shoes category is for first place in the Superhero in Each of Us, which goes to Windows from Rancho Minerva Middle School in San Diego County by filmmakers Carla Perez, Brandon Burton, KT Martinez, and Jacqueline Ortega. Unfortunately, this team as well couldn't be here, so you will also see a pre-recorded thank you from them. Enjoy the film.
Our eyes are the windows to our soul. We show emotions and thoughts that make us question, why are we here? Why me? We start to do things and act different than our normal self. Sometimes we want to be alone and stop doing things like hanging out with friends or family. We no longer care about our future. We become sad, angry, or even reckless. You can make a difference in someone's life by being kind, listening to how they feel, and giving them positive advice by going to a counselor or talk to a trusted adult. You can check in to ask, how are you feeling today? If you need to talk to someone, contact 1-800-273-8255. Because you deserve to be seen, and you deserve to be happy.
Hi, I'm Carla. I go to Rancho Minerva Middle School. I am one of 4 students who produced Windows. On behalf of my school, my team and I, thank you for this award. My team and I worked so hard on Windows. Windows is a video on mental health. It tells us and gives us some signs on how kids act or think nowadays. Let those know if they are struggling that there is help, and if they don't ask for it, look for the answers in their eyes. Mental health is a serious thing, and especially hits more during middle school and high school. We are expected a lot, thinking we aren't good enough, feeling pressured, and that's why we focus on mental health, to help those who seek for help but don't know what to do or where to start. Thanks, Directing Change, for helping and supporting young filmmakers, and how grateful we are to have our work acknowledged in this way. Also, a big shout out to our amazing teacher, Ms. Duncan, and our cheerleader, Ms. DeSantos, for always being our #1 support.
To the team with Windows, you are absolutely amazing. That was Carla. Carla, you are such an impressive young lady. You're really going to do amazing things. A special shout out to your teacher as well. She's an amazing individual. So a big congratulations to all of our middle school filmmakers. You truly inspire us, and more importantly, you remind us that it's never too early for us to begin having conversations about mental health with our youth. So congratulations to all the Walk in Our Shoes category winners, to all the participants in Walk in Our Shoes categories, and thank you all to the educators for supporting their participation. Now with that, we're gonna move into our final round of awards for the evening, suicide prevention and the animated suicide prevention categories. In these films, we encourage you to remember that most people don't know the warning signs for suicide, and more importantly, they don't know what to do, and to use this opportunity to teach them and to let them know about resources. We'll begin by recognizing winners in the animated short category, which invites our youth to create a 30-second animated short about suicide prevention. Our youth utilize the medium of animation to reach to us directly with a message that reminds us how to help others find their reasons for living. All of our statewide winners are listed on the screen, and congratulations to each of you for your inspiring films. But most of all, congratulations to first place in the animated category for Audience of One from La Quinta High School in Orange County, from filmmakers Keanu Hua, Brian Lai, Kayla Wynn, and Alexa Wright. Enjoy the film.
Inconsequentiality, hopelessness, withdrawal from loved ones, self-reproach. These are a few warning signs that someone may be considering suicide. Don't be afraid to reach out, to ask someone if they are thinking of suicide. Listen and voice your concerns, or call a suicide hotline if you think that someone may be at risk of ending their life. Be the one to know the signs, to reach out, and to find the words.
Congratulations to you, Keanu, for first place. I'm going to go ahead and turn the stage over to you.
I am honored to accept this award on behalf of my group, and I thank them for the immense effort they put forward in making our film. During the creation process, we wanted to convey a message representing our artistic backgrounds as creative writing students. We were inspired by the story of someone who sought to move themselves from their own story, an artist who felt burdened by his inability to create something that felt meaningful in a world that didn't seem to care for anything like him or his art. In our animated short, our protagonist rips out those pages because he wanted to erase his memories and himself. But you do matter. You don't need to make millions or place unreasonable expectations on yourself. We also want to convey the importance of being there for those you love, because even one small act of love becomes one victory in a journey to recovery. At the end, his friend still holds those memories, those pages of pain and challenges, as a reminder that eventually dark times will fade to memory, and the future will be brighter. To make this happen, even an audience of one is enough.
Keanu, that was remarkable. Thank you so much. Wow, that was amazing. Congratulations to you, the rest of your team, on your first place animated short win. Well done, my friend. I'm sure we'll be in touch soon. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Great. All right, so with that, we're going to move over into the announcement of the statewide winners in the suicide prevention category. Now, all of the finalists in the statewide category are listed on the screen. And again, for both mental health and suicide prevention, there's an initial regional round, and the top films move into the statewide round where they compete against each other. So with that, third place goes to The Signs from Burlingame High School out of San Mateo County, from filmmakers Corbin Rubero and Will Grzycki. Enjoy the film.
Pain isn't always obvious, but most suicidal people show some signs that they are thinking about suicide. The signs may appear in conversations, through their actions, or in social media posts. Recognizing the warning signs in peers can reduce the risk of suicide. Although young people experiencing suicidal thoughts turn to their peers and family for assistance, very few of those peers told an adult about their friend's problem or urged the young person in crisis to go to an adult for help. If you observe one or more of these warning signs, especially if the behavior is new, has increased, or seems related to a painful event, loss, or change, step in or speak up. If you are worried about a friend, ask them directly if they are thinking about suicide, and inform them about the effectiveness of resources available to help them.
All right, congratulations, Corvin. That was a phenomenal film. Congratulations on the third place finish. I'm going to go ahead and turn the microphone over to you, my friend.
Thank you very much. I have some thank yous to say. I'd like to thank Directing Change for this wonderful opportunity to use this platform to speak on suicide prevention. I'd also like to thank my partner on this project, Mr. William Grishevsky. This film was a collaboration between the two of us, and we share this award together. I'd also like to thank my art of video teacher, Mr. Stephen Earle at Burlingame High School, for all the support he's given us in our time at Burlingame High School and on this project. The concept of this film is that the signs of depression and suicidal thoughts aren't always obvious, but if you remain aware and you keep an eye out, you are able to create change. And that's what we wanted people to take away from this. Just that by being aware that you can help people. And that's, yeah. Thank you very much. We're very honored. Thanks again.
Corbin, you said it very eloquently, and you also explained that message very well in your film. So again, a huge congratulations, and I'm looking forward to seeing all your other amazing films that you're going to make down your path. So congratulations again.
Thank you.
All right, so with that, we are going to move on and announce the second place winner for the suicide prevention category, which goes to Moving Too Fast from Eleanor Roosevelt High School in Riverside County, from filmmakers Ingrid Pierce, Matthew Marcade, Gabriela Mora, and Elisa Watson. Enjoy the film.
Lately, I haven't felt like myself. Lately, everything feels like it's moving too fast. I felt hopeless. I felt like nobody cares. Lately, I felt like making it all stop.
Lately, I've noticed she's been different. She's been quiet. She's been distant. Lately, I've been worrying about her taking her own life.
Lately, I felt like making it all stop. Lately, I've been so alone.
Lately, I've just wanted to help.
I had almost given up.
And I decided to reach out.
He asked me if I've been considering suicide.
And she told me she had.
He told me to call the hotline and helped me find a trusted adult I could talk to.
And I made sure she knew that she has people who care about her.
Together, we were able to get me the help and support that I needed.
If you or someone you know is contemplating suicide, call 1-800-273-8255 or text HOME to 741-741.
And with that, it's my honor to introduce Ingrid Pierce for Moving Too Fast. Ingrid, congratulations on the second place finish. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you.
Thank you so much. So I just want to start by thanking my group and sharing this win with them. Thank you to Alyssa for helping write this script. Gabby, thank you for being an absolute trooper with the crazy filming times. And Matt, thank you for being the best co-director because you genuinely push me to be better constantly. And then we all wanted to thank our advisor, Mr. Fuller, for pushing us to enter this and introducing us to it. It has given us this incredible opportunity to convey a really important message. And I think that this event could not have come at a better time because my film does focus on the feeling of being alone, even in crowded spaces, that isolation. And because of the current epidemic, we're all dealing with that genuine isolation from our loved ones, from our friends. And so the message behind the film resonates now more than ever, is to reach out to the impact that just one person reaching out can have. So to those of you who may be struggling with mental illness or mental health, reach out for help. There's people who love and care about you. And if you think you know someone, or if your friend may be struggling with it, be the one to reach out. Show the people you love that you care about them. And thank you, Directing Change, for this amazing opportunity.
Ingrid, that was very eloquently stated. You are a very composed young lady. Thank you again. Please thank your teammates. Congratulations on second place. You are a rock star. Thank you so much for being here, and congratulations on your film.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so that means we are on to our final award of the evening, which is first place in the suicide prevention category. And it goes to Our Battle from Pleasant Valley High School in Butte County, from filmmakers Vincent Zachary Munoz and Jesus Chavez Hernandez. Enjoy this amazing film.
Hello, my name is Marco Lopez, and I am a normal everyday high schooler. Except I've been struggling with suicidal thoughts. It's hard. Sometimes I feel like I'm fighting alone. But that couldn't be farther from the truth. If you look close enough, many of us are going through the same battle. So whenever you're feeling alone, don't forget that many of us are soldiers fighting the same war, and we've got your back.
Many teenagers are having thoughts of suicide. If you see the warning signs, such as changes in sleep, isolating oneself, or feelings of hopelessness, don't be afraid to seek help. Or, if you see these signs in a friend, help them. One day, we can end this war, together. If you or a loved one is feeling suicidal, call the National Suicide Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255.
All right, Vincent, that was an absolutely amazing film. I'd like to introduce everybody to Vincent Zachary Munoz from Pleasant Valley High School. Go ahead, the stage is yours, my friend.
I just want to say thank you. First of all, thank you to my buddy Jesus Chavez and our crew for helping us with the film. I wanted to thank my family for supporting me along the way, and I want to support my teacher, Michael Peck, for inspiring me to make videos. This was no doubt one of my favorite videos I've ever made in my life, and I think it has to do with the meaning. And the message of this film is something I take very close to heart, and that message is finding someone to support you along the struggles you make, because I've definitely been there. Dealing through struggles by yourself is a very hard task to do, and the moment you have someone to support you, a huge weight is just lifted off your shoulder. So to the people who are going through struggles and are feeling alone, I encourage you to find a friend, talk to your family or a therapist, and just ask for their support. And if you are a friend and know somebody who may be going through mental issues or suicidal thoughts, just be there with them, and talk about it. And finally, I just wanted to thank all the judges for giving some random kid who didn't know what to do with their life and giving him some inspiration. So thank you. Thank you.
Vincent, I'm pretty sure I know exactly what you should be doing in your future, my friend. And if not, if you don't know, I got a couple ideas. So you're going to do amazing things. Congratulations again, dude. That's huge. First place suicide prevention statewide out of hundreds of films. Truly, congratulations. Again, one of my favorite films we received this year, and we're just so proud of you. So thank you for everything.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, awesome. So with that, as we're winding down this evening, I just want to give a big congratulations to each of our amazing filmmakers, those that we heard from tonight, those who are watching at home, and to each of you who submitted a film. There are so many, many more. As I mentioned, over 3,000 youth who participated this year. If you weren't on the stage, hopefully we will see you on stage next year at our award ceremony. Now, this Thursday, we are going to be sharing some work from some of our other filmmakers as part of the We Rise initiative in Los Angeles. Next week, we're going to be partnering with Bring Change to Mind to provide youth a forum to have an open and authentic conversation about mental health. And you see some information on the screen. You can also find more at directingchangeca.org. And we hope that you'll consider joining us for those events. Now, for anyone out there who wants to know what they can do, if you are a youth or young adult, we encourage you to participate and submit a film next year when we launch in August. If you know or work with youth, please tell them about what you saw, what you heard, and what you felt tonight, and invite them to Direct Change. If you are so compelled, we are also a nonprofit. If you visit Directing Change, we would obviously very much appreciate your support so we can continue to amplify the voices of the youth around the state. With that, we have heard from some inspiring filmmakers. We have heard and seen amazing professional artists share a message of mental health. And as we leave here tonight, I want to share these inspiring words from the show All American. Now, this is a speech that Spencer gives after he is the victim of community violence. And although in his words he is speaking to other social justices such as racism, when we speak about social justice, none of us are free until all of us are free. And so I want to leave these words with you. I hope that they will inspire you. I hope that they will give you hope. We are so honored that you came here tonight and joined us. And in his words, he said, "It is love that lifts us out of the dark. So when people put their lies on you, attack you, try to take you out, remember to let the love from those around you carry you through. Because the truth is, ignorance and hate hold hands. They try to blind you, smother you, destroy the light of hope. But our love can consume the darkness and drive out the hate. Yeah, that love might not change everyone. You might still run into conscious and unconscious bias, microaggressions, outright racism, hate, but it is in those moments we got to hold on to those that shine their light on us. We got to hold on to those that give us life and love to the fullest, because it is that love that binds us as a people. It's community. It's why houses come back stronger and better than ever. To all of our filmmakers, you inspire us, you give us that light, and you bring us hope. Thank you for your amazing films. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight for the 8th Annual Directing Change Awards ceremony. Have a blessed evening. Take care and stay safe.